Hey guys, it's Wes here. While the rest of the country is freezing its tits off, we're here in Scottsdale and it's a little bit cloudy, 70, 75 degrees. Might get a little bit of rain, not sure. But wanted to go ahead and give you guys a quick walk around our little shop. Dangerous Enterprises headquarters here behind me. It's definitely nothing too fancy. It's about 1,100 square feet, so kind of like a 4 or 5-ish car garage. Let me flip this around and give you guys a quick tour. All right, so in this corner we got the junk pile. This is all of our trash and recycling needs to get taken out. Got some spare lawn furniture or patio furniture that we had to store here since we just moved. Got this wheel hanging on the wall that's there to remind me to always tighten down the lug nuts. This is one that came loose and almost fell off during a race, so no good. We got some of our track day supplies, some towing stuff, some tools. This is all the stuff that we pack up when we go off-roading or go to the racetrack. Got some towing stuff, folding chairs, race ramps, canopy, some more chairs, spare tires, fuel jugs, and a few little things. And then just some extra parts and more furniture and stuff up here. Old tires. Got the rock crawler looking all badass, fresh on the way back from California. Got the race car, you guys know all about that. Stacks of tires. We got some fresh ones and some used ones. So at our next track day, we'll be throwing these on. We might do another couple practice sessions out of these if there's enough rubber left, but those are pretty much done. So here's the nasty bit. This is the fab table, right? This is where all the really dirty stuff happens. So as you can see, I definitely do not organize or bother to clean any of this stuff pretty much ever. Come over here, grind stuff, do some welding. We got our tubing bender there. Got all kinds of fab tools and just really nasty, disgusting stuff. As soon as you clean that off, it's like filthy again in a week, so it's just tough. Got all of our scrap stuff down here. Got some fresh steel for a buddy's project. Got some lumber, got some plates, got all kinds of knickknacks to make stuff with. Got our little Miller-Matic welder, shop press, the air compressor, and then my favorite spot in the shop is my little this is the third row bench out of our excursion that is where I can just chill out for a couple of minutes and take a little nap, take a little break. It's like going to the spa. We got a bunch of parts over here. This is where we kind of have the GTR stuff. This will be our project for today and probably into the weekend, is getting these SPL suspension parts put on the car. This is Steven's old stuff. He was nice enough to send that over from California. Got our couple of OEM exhausts that we throw on when we go to our quiet tracks. Got a random ladder. More little knickknacks over here. And then, yeah, I'll do the tool drawer challenge for you guys. Look at that. I actually do have a few socket organizers. This is much better than it was a couple of years ago. But yeah, I mainly just throw everything in, no particular order. You know, it's pretty easy to find what you need when you need it. And right now, I'm in between projects, so this is way, way, way more organized than it normally would be. Usually there's stuff spread out all over the floor, up and down the sides of the car. Once the car goes up in the air, I pretty much just leave all the tools out for what I need until that whole job is done. What else would be cool? Let me show you guys the buggy. Probably not as familiar with the off-road stuff. So this thing is a little bit wild. The camera angle is making it look all distorted and stretched, but so this was originally an FJ40 Land Cruiser, and now obviously it's been hacked up. There's a little bit of frame rail left down here. You can see there's kind of some original frame up in there. but most of it is just tube chassis now. So it's got a Chevy 6-liter V8 and a 4-speed auto and a 1-ton NP205 transfer case that's got the twin stick mod. So the controls in this thing are pretty interesting. The shifter has no lockouts or anything, so you can just literally grab this, go into any gear you want at any time. And from experience, you know, when you're like hammered down in first and something's going wrong and you need to slam it in reverse, I mean, it's super easy, and the tires will immediately be spinning backwards. The twin stick transfer case is pretty cool, so you can control the front and rear outputs individually. So this side is the front, so all the way forwards is low range, in the middle is kind of neutral, and backwards is high range. And then you can do the same thing for the rear output. So this lets you go to like front only, rear only, 4 low, 4 high. And if you aren't paying attention or make a mistake, you can actually put 1 in high and 1 in low, which jams up the transfer case. And then you kind of have to, like, you know, massage it back into neutral. This is the rear steer lever. Turn the rear tires. And then up here we got our winch controls. So this is pretty cool. The winches are hooked to the axles. So we have the front winch. So if you watch the ride height, so that'll suck the ride height down and keep the front suspension from unloading when you get up on the really steep stuff. Super handy. And we got the same thing for the rear, just smaller. Got some lights, some other little nonsense, and then of course the like safety flip lever. So, you know, if you do need to just kill the engine in a hurry, there's no key or anything, you know, tricky. You just swat that thing down and it'll shut off the whole vehicle. Yeah, you know, 2 seats, basic harnesses, some padding. I mean, this thing's not super safe, but you know, we've done some pretty bad crashes and been okay. So, you know, it's built pretty well. If you guys haven't seen hydraulic steering before, this is pretty cool stuff. So this is just like an agricultural hydraulic ram like you'd find on a tractor or something. And we rigged that up to steering pumps, and that's what steers the rear axle. And then if we go around front here, you can see all the transmission fluid it likes to leak. In the front, we got a little bit better setup. It's a double-ended steering ram, so similar concept, but what's nice about this one is it's balanced for turning left and right at high speeds. So when you're driving around the dirt roads and kind of, you know, cooking a little bit, it will turn equally as fast left to right because both sides of the cylinder are the same. With that ram on the back, it turns faster one direction than the other. So that's could be a little tricky, you know, driving at 40 or 50 miles an hour and trying to go around a corner. Otherwise, you know, nothing super fancy about this thing. I really need to build a new one. I've been driving this particular vehicle for like 20 years and it's just time for an update. So back at the back of the shop, we got parts, got some paint, got all our GTR stuff over here, extra rotors, extra knickknacks and doodads, lots of fluids, the old OEM front bumper, and then just all kinds of general shop supplies and some more scrap metal and stuff like that. And then back in this corner, we got all the original GTR stuff, so I need to get rid of this, but this is most of the interior panels, subwoofer that I had in there for a while, all kinds of junk that we just need to kind of get rid of. And some of it I think we could sell. I know these fenders fetch a good price on eBay. Intakes, some of the other, you know, factory junk. And then my drum set. So this thing is awesome. I've had this forever. Still love playing it, but I'm considering getting an electric kit. And then actually what I plan to do is pack this one back up, put it back in these bags that I've got for it, and then basically stack it all up out of the way. Over here in the corner, we got some, you know, household stuff that we just store down here. And if I can do that, then I can actually open up this whole area and move, you know, this stuff around, put the engine hoist, move all these spare parts and whatever, make some more room so that I can take the race car here and pull it forwards like another, you know, 10 feet or so. And that is gonna open up this space back here, give me some room to start another project. And it's a little undecided what that's gonna be, but I think sometime in the next 6 months or so, we're gonna have 3 toys in here instead of just 2. So yeah, that is a not so quick look around. Dang, that was a 10-minute video. Hope you guys have a good attention span. Talk to you later.